Hi friends, today's topic is nanochemistry. It is a branch which deals with nanoscience and technology. Nowadays we can see different kind of biological as well as chemical applications present. Now, what do you mean by nanometer? We all know it is 10 raised to minus 9 meter. The objects that we see around is in macro level. Some of them are in micro level, and the nanometer size particles are very rare to be seen. The nanochemistry can be used to distinguish metals as well as semiconductor nanoparticles. Here, the semiconductor nanoparticle is came to be known as the quantum dot. Now we can look how a metal and a quantum dot can be distinguished by their size and color. First of all, if we are taking a metal, that it must be a nanoparticle. If their size is supposed to be 100 nanometer, its frequency will be high, that is oscillatory frequency will be high, and as the frequency increases, wavelength decreases. Thus, the wavelength of the particle will be less. Thus, it will absorb the light having lower wavelength and emit the light having longer wavelength. That is, we know it produces the complementary color. That is, here it is, red color is produced. Thus, the blue color is absorbed and red color is emitted by the metal nanoparticle. Next, we can look how a quantum dot is producing color in the nano level. Quantum dot is semiconductor nanoparticle. For example, cadmium sulfide or cadmium selenide, etc. serve as quantum dot. If their size is more, a phenomenon called as the surface plasmon resonance (SPR) is formed. Thus, the atoms present on the surface of this quantum dot increases. As atoms increases, energy gap between these atoms decrease. That is, the energy gap between excited state and the ground state will be less. As energy level decreases, what happens? The wavelength will increase. That is, the quantum dot will absorb the wavelength with longer radiation and it will emit the radiation with lesser wavelength. That is, here the quantum dot will emit blue color. Thus you look, metal produces red color while quantum dot produces blue color. Thus, based on their size and based on their color, we can distinguish metal and a quantum dot in their nanoparticle levels. This is one of the important application of the nanochemistry. The Richard B. Feynman is the scientist who proposed the nanochemistry at the earlier times. One of the important point of the nanochemical applications is that the surface area to the volume ratio. That is, nanoparticles will exhibit high surface area to the volume ratio. As the surface area of the nanoparticles increases, their reactivity will be also high. And we can look into the application levels. That is, it contains many biological as well as chemical application levels. As we are coming to the biological level, we can see the Jacob effect and a Lotus effect. I will explain what you mean by Jacob effect. We all see that a lizard is crawling on the wall. We usually thought that how this lizard is crawling on the wall. It is based on the Jacob effect. That is, as the lizard is moving on the wall, there are numerous nanofibrils are present on their leg. As they move, it causes bending to these nanofibrils. thus it can easily move on to the wall. And another effect is the lotus effect. We all see many water droplets are stay there on the leaf of the lotus. It is based on the nanochemical application that the water droplets will flow out faster. They will not stick onto the leaf. It is because there is a cohesive force between the water molecules than the adhesive force between the water molecules and the surface of the leaf. Thus, the water droplets can't stay long on the leaf of the lotus. Thus, they fall into the ground. That is, many nanofibrils are also present on the leaf of the lotus. Thus, the water droplets can't stick onto the leaf. They will fall off. These two are the main applications of nanochemistry. And next we are coming into the chemical level. We can see nanotubes. Nanotubes is the main part which is used for the preparation of nano switches. And coming into the another application is nanorobots. Nanorobots are mainly used for the drug delivery applications in medical fields to find out the locations where the drug to be delivered, etc. And another kind of effect is the nanosensors, which carry information and also transfer it to other devices and is a very sensitive part. And the another thing is about the nanofibers. Nanofibers, it's a fiber itself, so that a method known as electrospinning technique is used for the preparation of these nanofibers, and many tissue engineering processes, water purification techniques are also present for the nanofibers. And the very important application is the nanocatalyst. In the nanocatalyst, we can see this application, that is surface area to the volume ratio. As the surface area for the catalyst is high, it can react very much in such a way that the reaction can be carried out very faster. Thus, the product will be yielded in very minute seconds. Thus, the catalytic level also, the nanochemistry applications can be seen. As if we are looking into the Haber process, that is N2 plus 3H2 giving 2NH3. That is finely divided ion is used as the catalyst here. That is a finely divided signifies the nano level ion. Thus, the surface area will be more. Thus, the reaction rate will be more. Thus, we can use it in the nanochemical applications. And these are the few applications and few technological levels that I have said. And hope you all understood about this topic. Thank you for listening to this video. Have a nice day.